Welcome. Wow, look at this. It's like we're actually on like our third stream in a row. It's like all of a sudden, what's happening? Are we actually doing these now? But no, it's so good to see you guys. Welcome everybody to another episode of Robeytech. It's budget build week. It's not the giveaway budget builds because these are still over $1,000, but budget build week, and today we are all AMD. You guys have been asking about it. Today we're going all AMD here. AMD CPU, AMD GPU, AMD case, AMD power supply, AMD motherboard. I don't know if you knew all this, all the AMDs, yeah. But no, anyway, guys, totally excited to be here to do this with you and just basically doing some builds. Today, we're actually gonna be doing the budget 9070 XT build. And we still have the budget 9070 build still coming up. This week, though, we're doing 9070 XT and the 5060 Ti, and then we'll get the 9070 out of the way. So we will have done a budget build in all of these. I will say, Tom opened my eyes. One of the things that I have learned is, and we've already known this was happening with NVIDIA, but the build, the GPU we're using, which is the Sapphire, which was originally one of the MSRP AMD RX 9070 XTs, is now almost $800. So like, if, you know, like the one thing I will say, there's the parts list that we're showing you today is a build based off of a MSRP that if you do, hey, by the way, Lansford, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. If you do get it and you can get it for that price, that would be awesome. If it is within 20 bucks of a, if it is within 20 bucks of a 5070 Ti, the 5070 Ti is more powerful than the RX 9070 XT currently. So yeah, oh, it's $880. Okay, there we go. So it was $880. But anyway, we did actually find we found two cards that were still the ASRock and the Gigabyte, which were both $599. So if you can get it to that price, it's a really, really good option. But should be a cool stream. Really excited about that. And today, that is what we're doing. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, Wobbly Rick YouTube. This is what chat actually looks like. I will tell you something, Wobbly Rick. Most people leave X pretty quick and move to either Twitch or over to YouTube. But hey, if you want to chill there and hang out, that would be absolutely awesome, and I appreciate it. Let's see what else is there. Awesome, yeah. Oh, that's right, we did. That's a good point. That's why Amazon Live. We did Amazon Live yesterday, so I just literally hung out with you guys yesterday. So, and we actually have 4 streams this week because we have Amazon Live. We have this stream, we have the stream on Thursday, and we have Intel Live on Friday. So it's going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, hopefully, and that's kind of the point that you'll see with our videos that follow these streams, is that we hope that prices do calm down. We expect them to. And so these are more, think of it as inspirational, because when these come down and prices come down and hopefully the world returns to normal, at that point in time, then you will be able to buy these and pay for what they're worth, not necessarily what people are paying for them right now. So yeah, that was cool. So big stream week. Will Colin be back on Friday? Figment. Sorry, I just realized you're talking about Colin. No, Friday we're going to be covering a laptop. I don't know if we're going to be talking about we are talking about Arrow Lake again. I don't know if Colin will be there, but guys, crazy laptop that we'll be covering on Friday. So you'll definitely want to tune in for that for sure. Turdog says define normal pricing. That means prices that are set by the manufacturers, not by some other entity that impacts the cost. So in other words, it's the value for the item, not necessarily the value for the item plus some sort of tax or whatever it was that's on other. I'll bet there'll soon be discussion on the definition of budget on the YouTube. Yes, I know DJ Tech, no. It's one of those things that everybody comes up there. Here's the thing. Just like I always say, there is no one size fits all for tech. There is also not one size fits all for budget. Budget is one of those things that is definitely defined by the individual. My budget and what I consider budget versus what you consider budget might be very different, and that is okay. Now, I do understand some people's version of budget build is like $350. And then there's people who their version of budget build is $3,500, right? And so, like I said, it really just comes down to the individual, and like I said, nobody is wrong, and that's the way it should be. So again, we try to tailor these things for what most people might consider budget, but this is probably the way to really think of this. These are spare no expense versions of 9070 XT. Spare no expense versions of the 5070. Spare no expense of the RTX 5080. So that's the way that we kind of think of these more than just budget specifically. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what always, and you're not wrong, Araxis. Almost in every single one of these videos, somebody says, you need to define budget, because for everybody else, it means something very, very different. So no wrong way to build a PC as long as you assemble it correctly. You are right. There is a wrong way to build a PC. That is for sure. There is a wrong way, but there are no necessarily wrong parts. And the person who ultimately, in the end, guys, and you will hear me say this over and over again, the person who ultimately needs to be happy is you. Nobody else. Please don't build a PC trying to make me happy. That's not going to happen. I've probably built, what, Brian, thousands of PCs. I have yet to make Brian happy. Never been able to make Brian happy. So please don't do it for anybody else. Please don't do it for affirmation. The only person who needs to be affirmed is you. Okay, enough of my rant. Let's talk about the parts we're putting inside of this. Because the one thing I will also say is the parts that I'm putting inside of this, we went new. We went new as much as we could. We thought this would be a kind of a cool way to show AMD gaming. There are inexpensive versions of these parts for some cases, but one thing that was pretty cool is we're starting with the CPU here. Ryzen 5 9600X, that's right. We're doing the 9000 series right here. This is on sale for like 162 bucks or something like that. So this was it 165? That's crazy good for this CPU, specifically given the 9800X 3D is over 500 again. So this is our thing. It may not stay at that price. This is actually less expensive than the 7600X. So this is the CPU we're starting with, the Ryzen 5 9600X. Absolutely banger CPU. And then Tom, where are we at on the charts? The charts will be up probably later tonight, I'm guessing, what happened, but going from there. I'm just trying to see what it is. Does making a Mac blue screen count as a horror story? Yes. I mean, there's probably some people who you may have killed right now just by me saying that out loud. Two lefty. Okay, so she's hoping to have it up by stream in. And right now I think this is 165 bucks. There it is, Ryzen 5 9600X. That's the CPU that we're starting off with. And guys, we're putting this inside of a brand new, and if you want to save money here, totally okay. We did decide to go to the Ryzen 5 B850 Plus Wi-Fi motherboard. Again, this gets you Wi-Fi 7. It gets you PCI 5 on your BY 16 as well as your M.2. It's also got all the other cool bells and whistles for the Q-latch systems and stuff like that. So pretty excited about that and getting to use this as our motherboard in this case. So there it is right there. I'm going to put it over here with the CPU. We're actually going B850 instead of B650. I feel like you guys have probably seen the B650 so many times at this point in time that by getting to do a B850 felt like a nice little, yes, it's what, $50 more, that's fine, but having a little bit fun and showing off a little bit of a new part. So that's what we're going there. Okay, so there is our motherboard for our cooler. Because it's a 9600X and we wanted to give it a little bit of room for upgrading, so say for instance you want to go to a 9800X 3D or a 10800X3D or whatever it was. We're going to use a Phantom Spirit SE 120, the 120 SE ARGB. Tom, how much has this gone up? And then Blondie, can you do me a favor? Just moving forward, can we do motherboard and then have it do the title and then the price? So do motherboard and then do the product, then the price, and then the link. Can we do that from now on? I would love to actually see, just for my own edification, whatever the current price is, can we add that into our stuff? So it's been, okay, it's still 38 bucks. You know, with costs, I never know, especially with tariffs and stuff like that. But yeah, 38 bucks for this thing. It's freaking crazy great cooler. We're actually getting ready to also review a number of their AIOs, because I know that was something you guys were all asking us to do. So we have 4 of their AIOs that are currently under review. The first review is in the middle of being written right now, and so you guys will see some of those coming soon. But 38 bucks, and you can cool all the way up to a 9800X 3D without much of a problem. I don't think we've ever tried a 9950X 3D, but I'm not sure. You've been using the B650 farther back than my PC. Yes, it is. I have been using that motherboard forever. But I gotta say, TUF, they really have nailed the ease of installation, the features, and the price. And it's probably between this and the Tomahawk are kind of my go-to for my more budget-focused boards. So yeah. What is the alternative GPU of an RX 9070 if it becomes unavailable on stock? So Silent Haze, what do you mean by that? If you mean by alternate? You mean alternate like as in a completely different one or just a different brand? Is that what you're asking, Silent Haze? Okay, so there's our cooler. GPU, please don't buy this one, okay? This is $880 right now. There is a new version. The ASRock and the Gigabyte are both $599 or whatever it was. And so those are the ones that you definitely want to get. Over 800, like especially given how close this is to a 5070 Ti, you don't need to spend that much on a RX 9070 XT. But this is the Sapphire Pulse. This used to be one of the ones that was only MSRP. So if you can find one at an MSRP price, that would be the one. But this is the installation, whichever one that you were to get will be absolutely the same unless you have a 16 pin, but that's okay because the GPU we have actually supports 16 pin as well. Been using fan in my 9800 and it works great. Tight in my, yeah, it's tight for the I/O, perfect for sure. I need to put the prices in the links, yes. Hey, I'm still freaking, oh, Turdog, I'm sorry. Hey, Robey, oh, and then, so I haven't missed any questions. I make it feel like I was gone so long getting the part that maybe I'd missed one of your questions. Okay, so Sapphire Pulse. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about RAM and storage. So for RAM, we're back to the G-Skill Triton Z Neo. This is CL30 Triton Z Neo. The other one too that we looked at, which was the Ripjaw, was CL36. I decided, given that we're going up to something a little bit more high-end, I went back up to CL30. The other thing too is that I went back to the Renegade. If you wanted to do the NV3 from Kingston, which is the so this is the RAM, sorry, the storage right here. If you wanted to go with the Kingston instead of the Kingston NV3 instead of the Renegade, you could do that. I know these now, Tom was telling me, these are like $170 versus you can get an NV3 for $130. So if you want to save a little bit of money, either one of those is fine. This is just a much more gaming focused, obviously faster brand. And so given you have Wi-Fi 7 and everything else like that, that's why I chose that over it, but it's up to you. And I love these SSDs. They're fantastic SSDs. Okay, so yeah, that's right. 170 and the NV3 would be 130, I think, for that one. Okay, and then last thing, guys, I'm gonna say, you get one guess. What PSU? You can't show them, Brian. What PSU am I using in this? What PSU am I gonna use? Anybody gonna guess? What PSU am I gonna use? Yeah, you already saw it. Dang it! It was so funny. You guys would have gotten it right anyway. That's right. We're using the ASUS TUF 750 watt PSU here. So the ASUS, that's a tough question. We're gonna use the TUF 750, the TUF 750 watt PSU. Main reason I use these is just, it does save money when you think about cable extensions. They're very easy to cable manage, and a lot of times when you think about budget builds, these are some of the easiest ones. These are some of the easiest ones to basically do cable management and stuff like that. So again, if you wanted to basically save some money, just know that you're going to have a little bit of a tougher time because of cabling and stuff like that. What Gen 5 NVMe would you recommend for system stuff? I got the Corsair MP700 for the games. Honestly, a Gen 5, I do know Kingston. Got surprised there. Kingston has a couple new NV5s, so Kingston's a very good brand. Samsung, another great brand for NV5s. So if you chose either one of those options, you're going to be good. Gigabyte Lord Pansington. Okay, so Gigabyte. The reason we put the Gigabyte in the parts list, Lord Pansington, is because that GPU was almost $300 less. So if you're going to spend the money, buy the $300 one, not the $800 one, if that makes sense. I'm mad at Asus, but I keep buying their stuff like a dummy. I like that, George Washington. So I think that's kind of a lot of people because they don't, it's like, I think a lot of people are kind of in the same boat. But anyway, I appreciate their stuff and their quality. Crucial is also very, yes, thank you very much, George Washington. Crucial is also another really good Gen 5 NVMe brand. Okay, Ms. Bobo asks a really good question. I really do like this question. Hey, Robey, do you recommend LG 1700 boards in 2025, or should I go to LG 1851? So here's the thing. The one thing that's actually really nice about LG 1700 is that LG A1700 is very, very inexpensive right now. In fact, you can get a Core Ultra 9 14900K for like $370, which I mean, even from a percentage standpoint, comparatively to things like the Core Ultra 9 versus the Core Ultra 9 or even a Ryzen 9000 series, the 14900K is still a beast of a CPU. So you could do a Z790, which would be an LGA 1700, and a 14900K or even a 14700K for really bonkers prices. So again, if you're okay with being a generation behind, which I mean comparatively to the Core Ultra CPUs isn't that big of a deal right now, then I think that's still a solid purchase to buy in 2025, specifically just given the deals. And more than likely, if you're gaming, if it's for gaming at 1440p or 4K, that system is gonna last you way longer because your CPU is less important at those resolutions, if that makes sense. Hope you had a good, but hope I could say, I could, but like this, still struggling in life and hope I can get there. Hey, me too, one kid. They tried to say I damaged my mobile even though my damage was under the secondary M.2 heatsink that I removed until I was, oh, I'm sorry, man. Tim, this is it. It happened. It happened. Tim says this isn't budget. Tim. Here's the deal, man. This is a $1,600 build. Think of this as budget in the fact that we are trying to spend as little as we can with some room for improvement, not a bunch, spend as little as we can on a RX 9070 XT build, okay? I understand that people's idea of budget does vary, right? And so understand that is the perspective we're making here. So usually when I use the term budget, in other words, we're spending the minimum amount of budget we can on an RX 9070 XT build, where there are two places where you could save money. One would be on the motherboard. You could go down one step down to a B650. And then outside of that, everything else, and maybe you could save some money on the NVMe drive, but outside of that, the rest of this is actually pretty lean, and that's why we say budget, so. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. Did I go through it all? I think I did. I think that's it. We can actually start building, guys. What do you think? This stream is not on Amazon. No, this one, that was only the Amazon live streams are on Amazon. This stream is just on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, and Twitter. Yeah, the GPU is expensive, but again, people look at these builds and they're like, what's the least expensive build I can do around this card? And that's the purpose of this series of streams. So, and then after that, we'll do like real budget builds. We'll get back to budget build Fridays or budget build. I don't know if they'll be on Fridays, but we'll get back to the budget build series where we try and do them for sub $1,000. But those end up kind of being the same thing. We're still waiting for like the 5060 to come out. We're still waiting to see what the RX 9060 and the RX 9050 are going to be like. So there's just still a lot of room as we wait for that series to kind of refresh when we get cheaper GPUs. Yeah. So Hypnot Hippo, you think that's what it is? Hypnot Hippo says you can get a 2 terabyte drive for $100. Absolutely you can. The one thing that I will say is the ones that we're specifically using, the Kingston Fury actually does have DRAM, which means syncing is a little bit faster, and you'll see better game performance on something like this. The other thing too is that the duration or endurance of some of the least expensive 2 terabyte drives is kind of a little below where I'm willing to go. And so usually you go around things that I know I'm going to recommend and we're not going to have an issue where like 6 months from now or a year from now, you're like, dude, my NVMe drive died. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where I have my limits. So maybe that's the way to think about it. Okay, going to top down. I totally just took control from you and I told you. Okay, so here we go. Going to top down. Let's get our motherboard out and go from there. So Hypnot Hippo, I did an RTX 5070 build for $1,350, dude. So you know somebody who made it for less than $1,600. His name is Robeytech, and it was literally just last week. It was $1,350, and it was a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. Hypo. But regardless, you do know somebody who did that because I literally just did it last week on Thursday for $1,350. But understand, an RX 9070 XT is more powerful than a 5070. So there you go. But anyway, if you want to add me to the people who made it for that much, you can, if you want to. Can somebody get Hypo the link so he doesn't think I'm joshing with him? Because literally we just filmed it. And there's a video we're recording of it right now. So yeah. All right, let's get our CPU in. And sorry for mispronouncing your name, sir. I bought a 5070 OC for $817.73. Wow. There was just a lot. Yeah, oh, well, there you go. That's probably why you didn't see it. But just so you know, Hypo, I did do one literally, like, just not even that long ago, like literally last week on Thursday, where we did it for just at like $1,350. We've done a 40, I think we did a 4070 build for 1,000 back in the day, and we'll be able to get back there too. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it changed. I will fix that for the next one. Trying to get questions you might miss, Robey. Did I miss one? I heard, so Roderick, I will say there was just recently a pretty bad driver issue that was affecting a lot of the 50 series GPUs. It is a driver issue, not a hardware issue. And so it's just one of those things that with the latest driver updates, you should see things that are a whole lot better. I haven't had a lot of issues here. This is a B850S. This is the tough B850 board, active shooter. It is, here, let me just show you. If you go to capture, I have capture, there we go. It's right here. It's right there, $1,350 budget build, and there's the stream right there. There's the performance data, all that sort of stuff. So there's the $1,350 5070 budget build. And with all the performance and everything right there. All right. So I think people just like to come in here and be angry. Why buy a 50 series card when they're having issues? Why buy any? Literally all the cards have issues, guys. Literally every single one. Just wait a month and somebody else will be having issues. Guys, it's technology. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know if you've just started paying attention to gaming or whatever it was, but man, dude, people are feisty today. Yeah. Yeah, it's like literally every card has issues. Okay, so let's get these RAM in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's just kind of the way it works, dude. And please, 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 I beg of you, if you are a AMD fanboy, an NVIDIA fanboy, an Intel fanboy, heck, if you're a Snapdragon fanboy, please don't come in here and fanboy, guys. The thing is that my community, literally everybody uses everything, and as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Don't try to make other people feel good about your purchase. If you need that kind of validation, this is not the place for you. I will just tell you, if it does what you want it to do, that's all that matters, man. Just relax, enjoy the piece of building, and see all the cool new hardware. That's what matters, right? Be a PC hardware fan. Don't be a company brand fan. They don't care about you. I care about you, okay? That's all that matters. So Keith, if you're building, again, all of them have options. Coming into the PC world, really what it kind of looks out to is there are going to be ebbs and flows with everything. If you get AMD, it might have driver issues. If you get NVIDIA, it might have drivers issues. Heck, even if you get Intel, it might have driver issues. Sometimes they'll burn your socket out. Sometimes they'll just randomly degrade. I mean, literally, it's like roll the dice, and whatever month it is, something is having a problem. But the best thing about it is all of these are fixable, and the community is awesome. And the other thing that's absolutely amazing about PC is that it absolutely crushes console in terms of performance right now. Console gaming has its place. I was an Xbox game developer for 20 years. I absolutely believe in console gaming. But if you're coming to PC, just get what makes you happy, and that's all that really matters. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Christoph, I said I care about you. I didn't say I loved you. If I loved you, I'd give you a 50-90. Okay. Let's get our peel done here. Got a peel here at the end. Yeah. It is weird. I will say it is odd, and I think a lot of people would say this. It is odd, and I think it's a little bit of humble pie that NVIDIA is actually having driver issues. That's not something we typically see with NVIDIA, so I think NVIDIA's had to do a little bit of humble pie here recently with having the driver issues that they've had. So yeah. What to buy, a 50 or a 97? Okay, so Rudis, the thing is that go look at the games that you want to play, because that does actually matter. The one thing I will say is, and again, the cool thing is that now with FSR 4 and everything like that, they're both very close to each other. The 5070 Ti is technically more powerful, so just to be aware, if you're going to get the most powerful one for your money, that is definitely the 5070 Ti. But the good thing is that now with FSR 4 and everything else, the 9070 XT is a great card. And some of it might just be like, what can you get on bargain, right? So if you can get either one at a really good bargain, I think you're going to be happy. But I will say, again, it comes down to when I say what games you play, if you're big into cinematic single-player titles, I would probably choose NVIDIA over AMD. If you're playing a lot of, a bunch of different games and it doesn't really matter, or you're playing a lot of FPSs, go for whatever saves you the most money. So, okay, let's get our Kingston Fury in here now. 2 terabyte. And look, check it out. We got the new Q-latch system. So all it is right here, you just basically pull this back and then it just clips in. It's even easier than the other one. It's just a little latch, which is awesome. And then right here, we got our little peel. I want to run Roblox at max settings. I think you can pretty much do that on a potato, right? No, that's actually not true. I did learn from my son that you do actually need for some of the games on Roblox, you do need a pretty powerful rig. Aaron runs a 4070, and sometimes he even struggles to get max on Roblox, which is actually pretty crazy when you think about it. So if you're going to do Roblox and you run everything on max settings, you need a 5090 and a 9800 X3D. No, 9950 X3D, I'm sorry. What's up, Igor? Good to see you, my man. How's the beard? Still epic? There we go. And Igor, thank you for the subs and 25 months at tier 3. He's been subscribed for 46 months. 46, guys. That's crazy. You cut it short? You're banned. You're banned, Igor. That was why I was still your friend. Just kidding. That's not true, Igor. I love you. You know that. Okay, let's do some thermal paste art here. What do I want to do today? Dude, first thing I'm gonna do is clean up my thermal paste thing. It's a little gnarly. What should we do for thermal paste? Whoa, that's crazy. Angel's like, I just want to run Roblox at max speed, and I was like joking about what he needs. He's like, yeah, it's crashing on my 9800 X3D 4090 Strix. I'm like, geez, wow, that is he's like, you really did want to run Roblox at max res. Your dad loves you. Landsworth got a hug. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what Hey, Landsworth, see, you got your hug. Okay, let's do our... There we go. Thermal paste art time, guys. go. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I have an idea. I think you're gonna like this one, Brian. I like to get Brian excited. And I promise, guys, I saw the comments. We'll probably get Brian on comms so that way he can talk to you guys too. He usually talks a lot about diarrhea. It's not true. Okay, so here we go. We got our drawing here. I wasn't done. I wasn't done, guys. I wasn't done with the art yet. Wow, not even giving me a chance. Everybody's like, wait, what? Yeah, NTH1 I love. Oh, yeah, that's right. You just got some, didn't you? Or did you get yours installed, Araxness? That's good. Yeah, you got to have the joy of NTH1. All right, here we go. Zoom way in on this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have, here we have on this side. There we go. And this here, have a head here. There we go. And this guy's an NVIDIA fanboy. And right here over here. And this one is an AMD fanboy. And they're raging. But then the Robeytech community starts sending them hearts. She starts sending them hearts. But these hearts decapitate him because this is dumb. And so they all get killed, but they get killed with love. And that's what happens. Anyway, it's coming to theaters very soon. It just needs funding. I think my story is going to be well worth it. It's full of love, guys. There's no violence at all on this show, at all. I don't think you guys will see any violence. So anyway, that's my story. I just can't. Sergeant Nobody says, I just can't. Okay, so there we go. We got all that stuff there. Let's go ahead and get our AIO install. Our air cooler installed. Phantom 120 SE. Okay, cool. So you're coming up on Interaxis. Okay, cool. This show is not dark. It was just we were killing them with love. That's what it was. And how can that be dark? We are piercing the darkness. Why do I sub to this man sometimes? Dang, Turdog. That hurts deep, yo. Oh, thanks, Araxness. Okay, let's get our stuff done. So somebody did ask the question about this. Oh, I forgot. This has got to really tie. So they're actually, if you look at the Thermalright from the top down here, oh, actually, we can show you this way too. The actual heights on these are different. Maybe they're not. So I don't know if it really does matter the direction that you put this on. Everybody says you're supposed to do it to the right, but it actually looks like the heights are exactly the same here in terms of the unit itself. And it looks like they're centered too. So they do look completely symmetrical. So I don't know if the actual which direction the logo shows does matter or not. It's an optical illusion? I don't think it's an optical illusion. I could sit here and count the fins one at a time. 1, 2, 3. But it was something that I remember somebody pointing out on a stream. They said, no, you have to do it that way. But then I was like, oh, you're right. But then now I look, they said, because if not, it won't hang over the right way. But I'm looking at this and it's symmetrical. It's symmetrical, so I don't actually think it does actually matter. And I called it out in my step-by-step guide, and somebody asked that question. I was like, before I respond to this person, I should probably go back and actually verify that this is actually a thing. I'll measure it. Yeah, that's a good point. I have a ruler right here on the mat. That's a good point. That's a good point. Well, in the instructions, it does show it that way, but it doesn't say that it needs to be that way. Okay, let me measure. Okay, so let me look here. So this one is exactly 1 inch and 3 1/4 inches. And this is also exactly 3 1/4 inches. So yeah, they're exactly the same measurement. And then the other thing too is distance from the center to the pin is 1.5. Now we'll flip it around. Yeah, it's 1.5. So it's completely symmetrical. So yeah, no. So there it's completely symmetrical. I like No Rest for the Wicked says there's a 50-50 chance that you're gonna get it right. Okay, let's see, what do we need to do now? We have our cables. Oh, I gotta completely take this whole thing apart. I was like, there's something I'm missing. Oh yeah, forget to take apart the actual attachment for the bracket here in my beautiful story that I wrote. There you go. Take those out. And there we go. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, there we go. So now we grab this right here. I wonder how many of these things I have, because I keep thinking, oh, I'm reusing one, but then I open this and it's like, no, this is, no, this is not brand new. I am reusing it. We just do such a good job packaging stuff up that I just can't believe it. Whoa. No, come back here. Come back here. Darn you, darn tootin'. You get back here, you little yeller-bellied jerky-durky. Oh, dang it! Dropped it again. Okay. Oh, Hypo, thank you for the sub. Okay. Get packing, you yeller-bellied fish liver lips. Okay. Got some more thermal paste here. It's duck season, rabbit season, duck season. Okay, so now we're gonna take our little jelly donut things here, our little gummy bears, put those on here. Guys, my artwork, unbelievable, just saying. I'm gonna look at the manual, which I don't know where I put in here. There it is. Just make sure I put I want to make sure I put it in the right direction. Hey, Kenneth, thank you for the sub. Okay, it goes towards the center. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these. And you're gonna want them pointed towards the center of the CPU, just like so. Just like that. So see how it's pointed towards the center there? And then we're gonna screw it in. We're gonna screw it in so it's really good. You fishy liver lips, yeller-bellied Tasmanian devil. Well, yeah, Hypo, that's because, okay, so here's the deal. You gotta stay on top of Best Buy. It will come into stock and it comes in waves. And that is the cost of that GPU. Yeah, AM4 and AM5 is the same mounting, yeah. So you just got to stay, yeah. Just got to keep watching it. Just don't buy the rest of the parts so you get the GPU, because the rest of the parts aren't really changing much in price. And you can watch that whole live stream, because that live stream actually shows you how to do it step by step. Okay, there we go. Build is done. Now what we're gonna do is turn this over and peel the sticker. Gonna make sure we peel the sticker and make sure that you do not peel this. Is that the right number of peels here? To not peel this? Okay, and the reason for that is that you will have really bad temps if you don't peel it. I mean, if you do peel it. If you don't peel it.
If you don't not.
If you don't not peel it, You will not have not good temps. Okay, there we go. Wow, Turdog dropping a gifted subs. Kenneth there, 39 months, man. Thank you, Kenneth. 39 months. G-Skill Neo DDR is thermal right, AM5 CPU contact. Do not get the AM5 contact frame. You do not need it. Do not need a contact frame for AM5. I would even argue you don't even need a contact frame for LGA 1700 anymore either. Probably zoom out a little bit here. It's a little close. So hypo, what the thermal paste does is the thermal is what allows the transfer of heat from the cold plate on the CPU cooler and the IHS, or that metal plate on the top of the CPU. And because even if you look under a microscope, both of them are not absolutely flat. So it fills in the group and allows the heat transfer between the two items. We do active shooter, not very often, but we do them from time to time. And I said do. There it is. And you got me to say do active shooter. So not only can you have a build built by me, but you can also get me to say do. Zenmu, thank you for the sub. And toothpaste does not work better, Angel. So please don't tell people that. Because then somebody will actually believe you. Yeah, that is true, Araxnus, and so if you want to protect it from thermal paste, that could make some sense, but I just don't think that it's going to do you any favors, you know what I mean? Starry, I prefer thermal paste personally, but it's just because I think thermal pads are kind of a pain in the butt. I haven't tested them myself, so I have done a number of installations, and I just really like how easy NTH1 is to spread. Hey, Sergeant Nobody, drop in 5 gifted subs. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You little liver-lilied, yellow-bellied nerf herder. That's not very nice, was it? Hype Train, whoa! Landsworth dropping a tier 3 sub. We actually have a Hype Train. Hype Train! I don't know, we never really make a big deal out of them. Hype Train! That's okay. You didn't need it, Angel, but if you added it, you're fine. Everybody say, Hype Train! How high can we go? Whoa, Igor dropping 5 more gifted subs. Hype Train! I'm gonna put this one on first because it's a hype train. Actually, it has nothing to do with that. Okay, we're gonna put it right up against the. I'm gonna put it right up against there so it's absolutely flush. Igor made it even more of a hype train. Level 4 hype trainedness. What's the max amount of money I should spend on a PC? Gentlemen, that is a dangerous question. Honestly, it really comes down to, it depends on what you're gonna play. I mean, honestly, you should, I have people who've spent $8,000 on a PC, and I've seen people who've spent $2,000, and you can, it really comes down to, it's such an open-ended question, and what you want to spend. You should spend whatever you can afford comfortably and not hurt something else, you know what I mean? Hype Train! Can we get to level 5, guys? Can we get to level 5? Hype Train! Okay, here we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our cables here. This one, there it is. I was looking for it. Now the cool thing about this B850 board is it actually has 2, check this out, right here, Brian. It's got 2 CPU headers. So there's actually 2 here, which is pretty crazy. So 2 light gray CPU headers, which is actually pretty insane. And this is not the first time I've seen an a Asus board that has that, because on their BTF boards they'll have one in the back and one in the front, but this actually has 2 of them. So yeah, it's just actually pretty crazy. I've done a lot. Yeah, there's a second question. How hard is it to break a motherboard pin? Because I'm super worried about when I'm plugging in and unplugging wires. So Wraith, it's pretty difficult. I think the one thing that you may have an issue with is with this connection right here, which is called your USB 3.2. Sometimes it'll get stuck on the connector and you'll pull it off, but you can just pull it back on and just put it right back over the pins. Outside of that, it really does take a lot of work to damage something like that. Okay, so we got that in here, and then what we're gonna do now is we're literally just going to quickly daisy chain our RGB for the hype train. We have 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Can we get to level 5? Level 5 hype train. Is the one for the pump. Oh, Zenmu! Zenmu drops 5 gifted subs, taken to level 5. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you guys, now that we're at level 5, don't give any more. Don't go to level 6. Level 5 is the magical number, so don't give any more. Stop. There's no need. We've accomplished the ultimate goal. It doesn't even go any higher. Every time you get to level 6, a kid dies. Don't go to level 6. See, what? No! Master Killer dropped 10 gifted subs. Okay, don't go to level 6. We're at level 5. Don't go any higher, because then I'll feel guilty. Please stop. You almost killed a kid. Just kidding, you didn't. Master Killer, thank you for the subs, man. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I'm having a bit of fun. Master Killer, we come to find out Master Killer's he's like Thanos. I've been trying to figure it out, how to. Master Killer, no, seriously, really, it's a huge thank you. That is kind of funny that Master, in need of temperance, comes in and drops a tier 1 and takes it to the next tier. Why? He was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it just to make you angry. Wow. I can't even get people to not give to me. They're like, come on. Thank you, Turdog. Okay, so here we go. We got everything out here. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go ahead and do the zip tie stuff here. Dang it, now we're level 6. I didn't mean to tell you guys this, and I'm really sorry, but part of my prophecy class said that if we got to level 6, it would start the apocalypse. So now we've started the apocalypse, guys. Master Killer says, I'm from New... Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, center. Oh, sorry. Master Killer said, he's like, dude, I'm from New Jersey. So that's like why he's in to do it. I know. His name is Master Killer. Okay, so what we're doing right here is we're just making sure that this is like clear and just making it like, so when we put it in the case here in just a second, it's nice and clean. No, it's just the end of the world. It's not even zombies. Actually, guys, I think the apocalypse that I want to see more than anything is a corgi apocalypse. Like just the world is overtaken by corgis. They just come out, they don't kill you. They're so beautiful, your heart explodes because of just how epic they are. Dude, level 7 will not make me incontinent. There is no world in which you will give me so much that I just lose my ability to control my bladder. That will not happen. But thank you, dude. Somebody said it's worth a shot. No, it's not. Please don't try to make me crap my pants. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do this one peel. There's one more peel right here. It's a small peel. Yeah, top down, it's fine. Boom. It's gone. You would do it for Cheweenies? I have a Cheweenie. Sergeant Nobody dropping 5 more gifted subs. Jeez, guys. They're all terrible listeners. Terrible listeners, all of them. You guys are just tempting fate right now. You're gonna think it's really funny when we get to the next tier and like all of a sudden the sky opens up and just She-Hulks just start coming out of the sky. You know, rainbows. Is it actually CPU optional? Okay, I can switch it. It actually doesn't. Oh, you're right. It does. You're right. Okay, so they're not the same. They aren't the same. One CPU optional, one CPU. So I just switched it to CPU. I did change that. Thank you for pointing that out. Thanks, Lipto. It's actually it's literally labeled on the motherboard. I am a genius, guys. Genius. That's spelled genius. I'm gonna grab our thing. Boom. Okay. And then on the other side, because I love this case, guys. Can I tell you? I just love this case. It's gonna unscrew this down here. This has got it's got all our connection stuff in it. It won't come out. Guys, we're doomed. Okay. It's the end time. See, you caused it because you got us to level 6 hype train, and now I can't get the screws out. This is why you don't give more than level 5 hype train. I think it stopped, guys. I think we were able to stop it. It's not going to go any higher. We have 30 seconds, and it's not going to go any higher. You guys have made it happen. Okay. Genius. Okay, so we got all that stuff. Oop, let's go and pull this through. And one thing that's actually interesting about this on Fantex cases is check it out. They actually zip tied that. Like it's not twisty tied. It is like physically zip tied. BMOC? Oh my gosh. Wait, did he get it to the next? Okay, good. He didn't. I thought BMOC had done it. Thank you, BMOC. 3. Thank you for the support, my man. Okay, so yeah, they actually zip tie that. And then the cool thing about their stuff is all of it is actually already all daisy chained together. So literally their fans, everything come daisy chained. Unlike the one where we were doing the Pop Air, this one's all daisy chained. So I don't even have to daisy chain the fans or anything. It's all kind of controlled already. It's okay, BMOC, we still love you. I keep dreaming of the day when BMOC doesn't have to work. BMOC, we started the zombie apocalypse. We didn't start the zombie apocalypse. We started the corgi apocalypse. So, genius of love. Okay, here we go. Let's get this in. Time to get the Mobo in. Oh, you gonna go top down? Oh, here we go. He's like, stop telling me. I'm the camera guy. Oh, he's gonna zoom out. Okay, I won't ruin it. There we go. Okay. Look at that, guys. It almost feels like there's not a pig. Oh, there's a pig. Okay, good. There it is. Looks good, guys. It looks good in there already. Okay, and by the way, you're gonna love this. Just so you know, Brian, you wanna see something great about Fantex cases? So cool. Ready? Look at how many you get. You get so many zip ties. Look at how many zip ties they give you. Guys, so many zip ties. This is how many you get. So many zip ties. That's enough zip ties to even be kinky. You know what I'm saying? Wait, no, that's not the right word I was looking for. Okay, so we got all that stuff now. Angel Baron goes, not enough. Wait, what? No, I'm worried. I don't know what to do. This just escalated quickly. Which is the best cooler design for the honestly, there's one of them, and I don't remember the name of it, but you can actually remove the fans. But dude, you do not want to pay. You do not need to pay for that. Honestly, I mean, the thing is that just the base level ones get more than enough, and the difference in terms of performance between the ones that are like $599 and the ones that are like $800 is like 3%. That is nuts. You do not need to pay what is 200 and something bucks for 3% more performance. Yeah, the removable fans, but don't pay for that. Please don't pay for that. I mean, it's cool, but it's not that cool. It's your call though. I mean, like if it makes you happy, do it. I just, you know, and like I said, the one thing I got to be clear, I got to eat a little bit of my own crow, but you know, value comes to each individual person. If that's what makes you happy, then make yourself happy. Knock yourself out. Okay, come on. What is going on here? Screws. Get in your holes. Not getting in the hole, guys. This is being weird. There you go. That's a good AIO, that's for sure. Dude, what is going on here? Wow, this is like most work I've ever had to put in for screwing. That sounds bad. For putting a screw in. This is like not quite lined up. There we go. There we go. That seems better. Okay. Those all go in right. That's how you know that you did a good job. Oh, you know what? I'm telling you, JJ is clairvoyant. Like he knew, he was like, you know what? There's a B850 being used on the stream right now and I know it. I meant to actually write you, JJ, and I forgot. I'm sorry, but yes, we were just showing off your new board. We were actually just talking about you. It's going good, Master Killer. Thank you for asking. It's getting screws into this board. That's a great case, Bond. It's a great case. If you guys want to say hi to Asus, they are in the chat in YouTube. Hypo, probably because they're expensive compared to silicon. I don't know. I have no idea. There's a lot of processes for silicon probably already. Your lawnmower was killed by hail this year? Is that why you, somebody's like really impressed with the size of the air cooler. Dude, air coolers are always big, especially for the nice big ones. You're asking the wrong guy. I am not, I don't have an answer to that. This is Monster Balls. Wow, Monster Balls of Doom. It's a great name, by the way. It is a, this is the Fantex XT Pro Ultra, which the reason we like this case is not only is it just a really good price, but it also has all the fans come with the case for like 90 bucks, 95 bucks. There we go, guys. Okay, all of our stuff is in. So we got all of our GPU and all that stuff in. So now what we can do is start working on our connections. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna pull this through here. Up here through the top here. I might actually, I'm gonna do a little BTF. I'm gonna have a little fun with the fact that this is BTF. So you see right up here at the top, I'm gonna run this right here. And this is gonna allow me to, and this is because it's a BTF capable case. I'm just gonna be able to run that right there. Run right that down there. So that'll hide all that big stuff, which is cool. Okay, so that's good. Okay, now we're gonna switch it around here. We're gonna find our RGB, which is around here somewhere. There it is. Nope, nope, that's not it. RGB, where are you? There you are. Take this RGB right here. I'm gonna take this RGB, and I'm just gonna go ahead and daisy chain it right into here. Just like that. And then, okay. We're gonna look back here at the front and actually see there is a RGB port right here on the side. So right there. So what I'm gonna do is you're gonna see me take this RGB connection that I just daisy chained. This is actually all of my RGB right here. Just gonna have it come right around, plug it right into one of those awesome ARGB access ports. There we go. Okay, so there our ARGB is hooked up now for all of our RGB. Okay, so next up, let's grab USB-C and USB 3.2. They're right next to each other. It's always fun. So those can go right through here. There's USB 3.2. Right there is USB-C. So there's those two right there. Okay, so those are gonna go right through that hole right there. And then down here at the bottom, so you pop it out here in a second. So we're gonna take our front panel. It actually literally is labeled front panel, by the way. So you can see it right here. Oh. So we're gonna take this cable right here. And it's literally labeled front panel, and it's gonna come out right here. Literally labeled front panel. So you can show it in a way that you can see that it's labeled front panel. Can you see that? So that right there, that one's labeled front panel. That's gonna go through that hole right there. And then what do we got for fan cables, fan slots? USB, okay, so we're gonna put our fan slots and our HD audio. So down here on the far side over here, Brian, I'm gonna bring in the one that says HD audio. There's that one. And then these are, how's that, do we have any other fan headers? We have one up there. Any on the side here? We have one, oh, we have two up there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do these two. So we're gonna do up here. So there's two fan headers here. And you can see there's the last two cables that we have. There's two fan headers. We're gonna do the same thing we did with the other one. So we're just gonna ring these and have them come right up underneath in the BTF area. So they're gonna come up right here, just like that. So just right here behind the back of the Mobo, just like that. And there, now we've got all our cables routed. Okay, okay, so let's get this laid down and connect them all up. So bond all of my builds. I know this is gonna sound, and it's not meant to be a flex, but every single one of my builds are either 4090s or 5090s. Two of them are 5090s, two of them are 4090s. Just because the 5090 runs too warm on one of them, so I can't actually use a 5090 in it. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, let's zoom way in. Let's go around and connect them all up. Okay, first one is this USB-C over here. Yes, power switch and F panel are the same on Angel. It just doesn't have individual. Next one we're gonna do right here, this is our USB 3. It's just gonna go right here on this USB 3 side. Okay, up here at the top, we're gonna take these two fan connections. One's gonna go up here. That one's gonna go right here, and that's gonna be plug into CPU optional. There we go. And then this one is just gonna plug right up here to the top, and that's gonna go into this rear fan sys header right here. Okay, there's that. Pull those down and they'll be nice and hidden, which is awesome. Nice clean looking look up there, which is good. Okay, then down here at the bottom, we only have two connections to connect. One that went, I gotta find. There it is. It's really short. So the first one is gonna be our front panel connection. And that's gonna go right here. Unless I drop it again. There we go, front panel goes right there. And then over on the other side over here is we're gonna plug in our HD audio. And there we go, guys. All of our front panels are plugged in. Now all we gotta do is do our zip tying real quick. So that should show you how to connect all of those connections. We showed you what they look like, pretty straightforward. So bond literally 50-50. Two systems are AMD, two systems are Intel. So yeah. Hey, Dropkick, thank you for the subs. So I use both. The one thing I don't use a lot of is I use 0 AMD GPUs. And that's just because they don't have if they had a 5090 equivalent, but all of my PC gaming is at 4K. So they don't have one like those. Okay, wow, that is a mess. Okay, so now it's time to get this unmessed. Need this. Get this unmessed, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up here. There we go. Okay, now what we're working on, guys, is just making this look beautiful. So bond, I use most of for my sitting down gaming, like my sitting on the couch stuff, I use LG. I have an LG 89 inch and an LG, I think the other ones, I think they're both 89. One might be 95. So those are my two gaming monitors. They're 120 hertz LG OLED televisions. My primary sit down and play one is actually an Asus PG43. So it's their 43 inch OLED. It's a couple generations old, but it's the like I wanted to do a 43 inch. So that's my and then my keyboard and mouse are every single one of them are ROG Azoth keyboards, and all of my mice are the Harp Ace. All are Harp Ace. So those are and then all of my controllers are Scuff. I use every single one of them. Scuff and Visions are all of my PC controllers. Though I have been trying now, because JJ and the team sent me their controller, but I really like the Scuff and Visions. Laptop, I have my primary is an ROG Zephyrus G16. That's my primary game and work. My replacement, I have two that I'm playing with right now, the Scar from the new Scar from Asus, and then I also just got the MSI Titan. And then I also am checking out the MSI Raider, which has the 9955 HX 3D. That thing, guys, beast of a laptop. Wouldn't you say, Brian? Yeah. So cool. So yeah. Yeah, that's what this Zephyrus is for. Okay, what we're doing right now is just building out our spine here. Okay, here we go. Some, yes. Some of them we do. Like the Scar will have to go back. The Scar will have to go back. The Titan, no. The MSI Raider, no. I get to keep the Raider. I get to keep the... so some of them I get because like we'll do like overview videos for those. So those ones, when we do overview videos, we get to keep the hardware, which I'm grateful for. And then like for the review ones, yes, we do. And then sometimes like I do, like the ROG Zephyrus G16, like I spent money on that because I was just so impressed with it as a piece of hardware. By the way, guys, super lively and awesome discussion today. Yeah, I don't know why, it just feels more active today. And YouTube even feels like super active today. So can I just say how grateful I am that everybody showed up today and that we're doing this? Maybe it's because I showed up today. It's like, Robey, you know, if we come, if you come and you show up and you actually stream, we'll come too. Yeah. Build it, that will come. So Connor, comparatively, like for real, for the games that I play, which are mostly like single player crazy, like Cyberpunk and Indiana Jones and all those games, like at 4K, really do. And to have the frame rates and stuff, no. It's a 1440p card. Honestly, it's why I don't have a 5080. I don't even consider the 5080 a true 4K GPU either. And I've said that even about the 4080 before. Like honestly, the best true K, if you're gonna do gaming at 4K, I would recommend a 5090. Because I mean, you run everything at not ultra, but at epic, or what is it called? No, supreme on Indiana Jones, dude. There's no card but a 5090 that handles that. Yeah, that's true, Jack Dragon. Everybody's trying to get their questions answered before the apocalypse you caused. There we go. Nice, clean. It looks good there. Okay, let's zip it up. Zip it up. I play Indiana Jones. The game is awesome. Now I'm playing Expedition 33. Played a little bit of that last night. That's all good, Hypo. You can do that. Is that CPU good for gaming? Yes, the 9600X is good for that. If you wanted to go, like, you could spend a little bit less. I mean, actually, no, you really can't. 960. This thing is on sale for 168 bucks right now, and it's hard to argue for 168 bucks. Yeah, I know, Igor. I see you playing Oblivion. I see you, buddy. I see you. Yeah, Julian's on. Yeah, Asus is not wrong. It really comes to, like I said, it comes down to the games you play. If you're playing Civ, or you're playing Fortnite, or you're playing Roblox, or you're playing some of those things of 4K, there's cards, much lower end cards that will absolutely handle 4K. Really comes down to, I play cinematic titles, like cinematic single player titles, which are usually the most graphically demanding. Okay. Guys. Look at that. There it is. The build looks good, right? Cables look good. Everything looks clean. Yeah. Oblivion Remastered is a beast of a game too, you know? Hypo, the 1080p CPU matters a whole lot more, but you still need a good GPU. Okay, now, I think I can do GPU. I think I can do GPU. GPU time, guys. Oh, whoops, just dropped that. It's not important. PC's not important. Okay, here we go, top down. Do this one. Got this beautiful reinforced PCI 5. Depends, George Washington, it depends. The one thing about the 9950X3D is you still have to worry about core parking. The one, and then the other thing too is that it also, if you like, as a video editor, the 285K is a little bit of a better option for video and Premiere. But if you're talking about if you're just gaming and streaming, I'd do a 9950X3D. Okay, here we go, guys. Opening up our beautiful GPU here. Ugh. By the way, one word of warning about this GPU. If you get it, I already took it out, but if you get this GPU, inside of it, and it's got a giant yellow sticker on it, is a piece of foam that goes into the heat spreader or the cooling. And make sure you pull that out before you stick your GPU in. And it is not easy to pull out, just as an FYI. This one is the Phantom Spirit 120 SE ARGB. Now, this is actually a hefty card, so we could. Now, the one thing about the Sapphire is it does actually come with a anti-sag bracket. It's like an anti-sag. Oh wait, it goes underneath. Okay, so these ones are easy. Okay, so it does come with an anti-sag thing. This is a hefty card. I think these are just, I don't know what these are. It's got some screws, so we'll find out what those are for here in a minute. It does have instructions on it, so I'll look real quick.
Is this the one where this side bracket mounts to the middle of
It looks like it, I don't know if this one does actually. This one just goes on the side. It's not one of those, no, it's kind of like that, but not. This is actually a little bit more straightforward. You just have to take out more card slots or more screws. Okay, so let's see here. It's this one, and the one underneath. Okay. So we're gonna take one more top down here. Oh, Bond, that is a whole different question. So some would argue it's expensive. Some would argue probably the best cooler is the Astral Strix LC 360. But it's like $4,000 right now. Isn't that how expensive? It's like crazy expensive. The other one is the Liquid Supreme from MSI. Those would be the two that I'd put up against each other in terms of best coolers. But they are very expensive. If you're going for like more MSRP, there's a lot of different options there. Also, I'd also say the Founders Edition is a hell of a cooler. This one actually is a 3-slot card, guys. Wow, okay. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in here, top, line it up. There we go. Okay, so now we can do the top one, and I think we're gonna have to do, because I think we want the sag bracket. We'll see where the sag bracket fits. Okay, so the sag bracket, I think you want it to be, yeah. Let's hope so, Hypo. Let's hope so. That's the dream right there. Here we go. Just gonna get this logged in here. I'm gonna try and loosen this up and make sure this goes all the way up. Kind of push this up as much as possible. There we go. Just want to make sure this actually holds the card up. There we go. And that actually looks like a good place for it to sit. So that should hold it up, okay? Zamu, that's a great cooler. That's a really, really good cooler. And we really like that cooler. So yeah, it's totally fine. You know, that's a good question. It says, like it's the case, this is actually bent down. I don't think that's, let me look. This here. It's weird. It is bent down, but it is not, like this is straight. Does that looks straight, right? But the thing bends down. Yeah, so the actual thing is, the actual sag bracket isn't level. So that's the part, like it's got an angle to it automatically, which is kind of weird. Now, Real Beer Guy's like, no, it's because of how it literally is because of how this is. It literally bends down. It's not straight. So it has some, and then it is holding it straight, right? Like the actual GPU is parallel. So if I cover this, yeah. Who levels the levelers? Who watches the watchers? Okay, so we got that. Time for my favorite PSU. Not really. I don't really play Halo much anymore. I saw a thing that said that did I miss some news that Halo, Microsoft did something to Halo recently or something like that? I don't know. I saw something that said that it was being killed, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, Julian, I think it was just designed that way. No, the build will get taken apart, put back into parts, and then we use the parts for other builds. So, interesting insight. Our new Astral card has a gyro sensor for level reference. How do you see that? I did not know that. Does that just show up in like GPU twerk or GPU tweak? What's up, COVID? What's going on, buddy? I thought you would be streaming by now. By the way, we still have our activation for you. We're just waiting for GPUs to become available. So please don't think that isn't a thing. We are waiting. So when it clears up, I've been talking to NVIDIA and everybody about that. Oh wow, I did not know that. That's crazy. I did not, GPU tweak, I'm sorry. GPU tweak, that was just slip of the tongue, my bad. That was not what I meant. I use it all the time. There we go. Okay, so I got that. Does this have a, oh, this doesn't have anything weird like a pop, like a little one. So there's that cable. I need my dual. This is our regular. I'm looking for the other one. There it is. This is my favorite little cable right here. 600 pin, 16 pin to dual 8 pin. There we go. Takes care of that. That takes care of that cable, and now all we need is our CPU cable. So jumping this from to a 5950X, that would be kind of a side grade, so that I wouldn't do. If I was going to upgrade your CPU, and the other thing too is this is AM4 and that's AM5. Wait, no, yeah. So yeah, you need 7000 series to upgrade to the CPU. So you need a new MOBO and all sorts of things. Oh no, Covent, really? That sucks. Oh man, I'd love a new Titanfall game. So they killed the new Titanfall game and laid off 300 employees. Wow. Respawn. I want a new Titanfall. Dude, I love Titanfall. That sucks. That just happened, Covent? For you guys who don't know, you should definitely go follow Covent. He's been on the show. He was in our 5090 review. We're going to be doing he's going to be doing an experiment with us as part of 5080 testing, which we've already done the testing, but it's going to be a cool video, but we're just waiting for availability to become a whole lot more apparent before we do it. So put this away. Hold on. Yeah, COVID's good people, and he's a super fun streamer. I agree, Turdog. Titanfall 2 is so good. I can't believe it. I mean, like, Titanfall 1 and 2 were just... I can't believe they're not going to do another one. It was a Titanfall extraction? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a little bit different. Dude, I just want to know Titanfall. Oh, no story mode. Yeah, I'd much rather have a story mode game. And I love this. The multiplayer in Titanfall 2 was awesome too. Okay, here we go. Throw this in here. So this is our 2 8-pins. Love it. This is our new... There we go. This is our new CPU. There we go. And then we got our 2... Very few cables for this one. Now, if you were thinking about potentially upgrading in the future, you could upgrade this to an 850 watt PSU if you wanted to. You do not need to, but for this GPU, but you could if you wanted to. Okay, so we're gonna slide this in here. When you cable manage, this is easy. There you go. Then what you're gonna do is, again, remember, so I'm gonna put a little bit of one every screw. So don't do it all the way, just start them. There we go. I'm not, Bond, because I don't need, with these cables, you don't need to. They look really nice without it. There we go, finish it out. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's run our cables now. First one is our CPU cable. This is gonna come up here. There you go, there's your CPU cable. Next cable we care about is our 24 pin that's gonna come out right here. There you go, right there. Okay. Now the one thing I always like to, you guys have seen me do this a lot. One thing I like to do is try and make sure this comes and stays at a right angle, just to make sure it looks really clean. So we'll do one connection. There's one right there. There you go. I really do that back. No, I get it. I had done the zip tie backwards. Okay, so that makes sure that that stays at a 90. There you go. Make sure those are good. Okay, I'm gonna look at this side here. I wanna make sure that looks as clean as possible. Now we can just basically have that come down. Go right along the side, this is perfect. Okay, so we take care of that. The last cable I gotta do now is this one. This is our two 8 pins right here in the front here. So there's 2 holes right here. Pull that through the holes. There we go. And then now, what we can do, basically grab this. There's our first one. There you go. And our second one. There you go. Okay. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll spend some time making this look good. So I'll come around the other side so you guys can still see. Just to make these cables look nice. There you go. Getting that like that. There we go, looks good. Okay, so then what we have that, we're gonna basically cut these and then we can hide the zip tie portion. And if you hide these behind, nice and clean there. I think I'm gonna go ahead, put one on here, just to make this look a little bit cleaner. There we go. Okay, cool, nice and clean looking there. Now we just got to clean up this last cable up here, and then the build is done, guys. What do you guys think though, right? Looks nice? Vortex 50, that would be hard, right? Because again, you could do something pretty close with the B580 and a 12400F, right? Like then I think you could do a $500 build for around that price. I think that's, you don't have a lot of other options. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, there you go. Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is pull this in. Last little bit of cable management, guys. Thank you, Raxness. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. We're at the very end, yeah. There you go. Thank you for making it willed to happen.
Yep.
Actually, this build did not take long. Actually, I'm looking at the time and we're at like 12:40. I mean, like it's like we're at like 2 hours. Yeah, sorry, hour and a half. I did not run out of zip ties. I got plenty. This build came with this case came with so many. It's all about making it look very clean and presentable in the end. Hey, what's up, Braythorn? Wow, we got Braythorn in the house. Bray, are you going to Computex? I haven't heard from you in such a long time, dude. Excuse me, wow, that was rude. What? Oh. Okay, what about PAX? Are you at PAX East? How is things otherwise? I haven't really heard much from you. There we go, guys. There it is. Build is fully cable managed. And I still have this many cable zip ties left. So many zip ties I still have left. I still got a lot of zip ties left, guys. So yeah, I'm okay. Okay, let's get this done. There we go. Okay. Gonna make the last things. Everything looks good. This looks pretty. Okay, we're gonna do our sponsor, then we're gonna get it turned on. And then we'll call it a day, guys. test our thermals and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's get the case back together. Oh! Not a whole lot to put back together on this one. First one. There we go. I just gotta say, when you look at the back, that looks really good. I mean, come on, even with the PSU cables, that looks really clean. So I'm just saying, we did good work, guys. We did good work. Oh, look at that. And Tom finished the charts for the build, so we'll be able to talk about performance. Okay, let's get this in. Make sure we bring that back. Okay, let's get this back together. Oh, it would help if I turn this around. I'm gonna put it down. This is easier to do when you put it down. There we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's do zip tie count. Talk about our sponsor real quick, and then we'll call it, turn it on and call it. It's always helpful when you actually put the rest of the case on, because then you can't see all of the like cables hiding and all that sort of stuff too. Okay, here we go. We used a lot of zip ties. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. 21, guys. Odd today. 21. 21 it is. There we go. Odd today. Okay, let's grab a drink and let's do our sponsor stuff, and then we'll turn it on. What color should we do, guys? Red and what? It's got to be red and some other. We could do red and orange. Green, Figment, you always want green. But that's NVIDIA. We got to do like red and, what if we did like red and orange? Red and purple would look good.
We just did red.
Yeah, we did do just red and purple, didn't we? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at, you get finished building a PC like this. Now you want to go and buy a copy of Windows. Well, luckily, if you were to go to someplace like Best Buy or someplace like that, it would cost a couple $100, $150. But here at VIP-CDK Deals, you can pick up a copy of Windows 11 for as little as $32.65. But if you hit Buy Now, and you hit Buy Now again, and you use code RBCK at checkout, what was $35 and $32.65 drops all the way down to $22.85, which is a significant savings. Now, these are basically OEM keys, so in other words, that means that as long as you don't change the motherboard or anything like that, you will be absolutely fine. You can basically change your GPU hardware, all that sort of stuff. And even then, you'd have to buy 5 of these keys in order to make up the cost of even one of a copy from Best Buy or Newegg. The other thing too that they also have though is you can also pick up copies of Office. So, and the one that I usually like to use is Office 365, which you can pick up 5 devices for a year. It's usually $271.59, but here at VIP-CDK Deals, you can get them here for $45.97. But if you use the same code RBCK at checkout, hit apply, what was $45.97? Oops, not RBCK. What was $45.97 drops all the way down to $32.18. Now, we've had literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people who've bought keys here. If you have questions, you can just ask in the chat. And it's a great place to save money and get your copies so you don't have that weird activate Windows on the right-hand side. Anyway, guys, that's VIP-CDK deals. Use code RBCK at checkout for your chance to get cheap keys. I was about to say your chance to win, but you win somewhat. Now, I also want to let you guys know real quick, here's the build. That if you were looking to buy this, you can go over to robeytech.com. If you go, you'll end up here at the website. And then from here, if you go over here to budget builds, you can select a bunch of different budget builds. We have 1600, 1350, and we have 900, 7. So there's a bunch of different options here. But if you click on the link, not only do you get a link to all the parts, but you also get the performance numbers, both at 1440p raw, 1440p upscaled. There's 1440p with frame generation, as well as 1080p raw, 1080p upscaled, and 1080p frame gen. So if you just want to see how it performs in 10 of our favorite, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our favorite games, and some of them have 10, it just depends. But if you want to see how it's doing in the majority of games, you can go there, see how it performs. So that's for any one of our games. So even any one of our builds. So like here's the 1350, 5070 build. You can actually see all the performance charts there as well. So we like to give you guys all of the information for these budget builds, and you can see how they're going to perform in your favorite game. So that's over at robeytech.com/budget builds. And then we also have, if you're into new building, we also have these step-by-step builds. We have the step-by-step gaming PC and then the budget gaming PC. These walk you through step-by-step on how to build the PCs from beginning to end. If you're new to this, this is the best way to do this. And not only that, but not only does it have a list of parts, but it also has options that you can do that this guide will work for. So if you want to spend a little bit less or a little bit more, and it'll walk you through it step by step with detailed instructions, including manuals and all that sort of stuff. So it's a really, really neat way to get into building PCs. Okay, that is that. Let's get this turned on and go from there. Ugh. Let's grab our, there it is. Ugh. Now, the other thing, too, that was fixed, by the way, guys, with the new AMD GPUs, is that issue where it wasn't showing up on HDMI. Now it works. So that's another thing that makes me very happy. All right. Oh. Okay, here we go. Popping this in here right now. There we go. There's that. And the Sapphire actually has 2 HDMI ports and 2 display ports versus just 3 and 1, which I thought was actually kind of cool. Okay, there we go. And one more right here. And then I'm just gonna grab our mouse and keyboard. There we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom, there it is. It is on, it is spinning. Oops, let's take this out. That looks good. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. It's already plugged in, it's already there. That sound is from this, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna hit yes. Oops. Yes. So we do post. And jump into the BIOS. This has already been updated and all that sort of stuff. We're gonna get the color changed and then we'll get it all set up. There we go. I love that. It's just, yeah. It's not. It's depends on the thing. Okay, so we're gonna jump in here. Go to enabled 10. Yes. Okay. Now we can plug in the display port. Wait for it to post. Oh, here I can get rid of it. I see what you're saying. we go. Just hit go to static for now. Waiting for it to pop up. So you think, I think red and orange might look good. We'll try red and orange.
With the red already being on the sapphire card.
Yeah, it could look good, right? Okay, so here we go. Now we're inside here. Okay, let's open up Armory Crate. So glad that this issue is fixed. I used to be able to never show Asus GPUs because it wouldn't show up with the it wouldn't show up on the controller on the video thing, but now it works fine, which is good. If we go to Robeytech.com, did I do something wrong? No, 9070 XT, minimum PSU requirement is 750 watts. So no, we have this. If you go to Robeytech.com, go to resources, all our GPU drivers, how to install Windows, and then here's the minimum minimum requirements for every GPU. It's like we try to take care of you guys. Okay, so let's go to RSync, go to select all, go to RFX, we'll do Starry Night, we'll do red, in the background, we'll do orange. Actually, maybe we should do red as the background and then we'll do orange as the effect. That looks cool. There we go. What do you think? Let's go to side view here.
Feels more like yellow and red than orange.
Okay, so I can do, let's go to the static so you guys can see it. So you think more darker orange? More like that? A little bit more? How's that? Okay, there we go, guys. Okay, so we're gonna do the peel. Let's go to the roaming camera. Here we go. There is our build. Oh, I'm doing the back one real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do the peel. There it is, guys, ready for testing. Let's walk through your cable. That looks good. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Boom, there it is, guys. The build is done. We'll get you a little beauty B-roll while we take a look and get everything prepped for now. Take the glass off. You want? Let's do, okay, we'll do a little glass off so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. And then we'll do our thermals and everything else. There it is, guys. There is the build. See what I mean by those cables, though? Like the cables, like the fact is that they're thin and they look nice. I mean, no extensions would actually make a big difference if you really wanted to, but I do just have to say, like the cables just make a big difference in terms of the look and stuff like that. So you don't necessarily need to spend that $30, especially on a budget build, just to make sure they look good, right? So, and there we go, guys. Look at that. It's looking good. Okay, well, everybody say goodbye to Brian. Say bye, Brian, because now we're going to go ahead and do our thermals. Just give it the last little bit. We'll talk about performance, and then we'll call it a day. Ooh. So when I don't... There we go. Oops. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's get to thermals and everything else. We'll get the side camera reset up, and then we'll get our last little bit done and go from there. Ooh. Do any vent intake front? Don't see any vent intake in front of. Well, the front is like the front. If you look at the static here, guys, it's like the whole front is very intake, right? So there's the full build right there. I do have them downloaded. We'll show them and show the performance, of course. Yeah. Okay. Grab our cable here. You can build much smaller ones. You could do this with a Pop Air if you wanted to, a Fractal Pop Air, which would be a much smaller case. Okay, let's go ahead and drive. Let's go ahead and go back to capture. We'll re-put in our side camera here. And there's the rep. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's just check our thermals and stuff here, and then we'll show a couple games and then go from there. So let's open up CPU ID. Let me go ahead and do Armory Crate though. I'm gonna go ahead and run a fan curve. Oh man. Oh. A little bit of updates here.
What all do you want this camera to capture?
Just really kind of, the PC is kind of the focus actually. If you want to just bring it close to the PC, we'll be good. There we go. Just waiting for the update. Hypo, not a whole lot. Like, I mean, obviously the one thing that's always interesting about the large cases versus small cases is just how much easier large cases are to work in. But you can do like a micro ATX, which is a smaller case, and the experience is actually very similar. And then of course expansion, right? Like, you know, with a full ATX versus a micro ATX, you may not be able to put as many cards in, but for the most part, most people don't need additional card slots. So, okay, let's go to Fan Expert. Let's close this and restart. Might need to restart, reboot, hold on. Ugh. It is nice. I mean, I have a number of SFF builds that we travel with and LAN builds. Things like the Fractal Terra, the Fractal Edge, the Era 2. But they're just know that the build is going to be, it just takes a lot of work. So, okay, let's go and pop in here. Let's go back to capture here. There we go. Oh man. It's not the end of the world, but it'll be fine without it, but I like running the cooling. Nice, I like that, Igor. Oh, there's even more. That's why. Gotta wait for all the updates. SFF can be more expensive, yes, because it's just smaller. Okay, let's see if this works now. Hey, there we go. Okay, let's do auto tune just to get a curve. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, auto tuning. There we go. Just gonna let it auto tune. Some people really do like big cases. You know, I mean, like big cases. Igor, that was actually pretty charming. Good job, buddy. Just waiting for the fan curve to get done. So this is what we're just waiting on. It's just getting all amped up. It looks good, right? I really do like the build. The B570, Stefan, the B570 will, I mean, like, at 1080p, the B570 will get, the 5800 X3D will overfeed it. You know, that's like, actually the 5800 X3D will do that for a lot of GPUs. Really? Figment? Oh, I didn't know that. Just waiting for the fan curve part to finish. Angel, I do just because it does a good job of doing it does a good job of testing all the fans and stuff like that, and putting it through. It does. I mean, all in all, it also makes sure it's quiet. So it's just a nice little thing to do. And most people don't even mess with their fan curve. So I'm showing them something that's very straightforward and simple to just run, versus like going and tuning it yourself, which can be a little overwhelming. Well, then Stefan, yeah. I mean, the good thing is that definitely will do it then. That's what it's good at. Wait, man, this is taking longer than I expected it to. Usually it does not take that long. Well, Angel, you're not wrong. Some people don't want them to be loud, you know what I mean? So, and it does a pretty good job of just seeing where it is in the curve and all that sort of stuff. So I'm down for it. Okay, so there's that. So now what we can do is let's pop up in Cinebench. And then we'll look at CPU ID. So right now our idle is sitting at 50-ish degrees, but again, probably steam is running, so that's not that surprising. Let's go to 10. Whoa, what is this? This is like, what resolution is this at? This feels like it's really high. Oh, 2560. Oh, it's at 1. That's why. Okay, there we go. Start. Not even trying right now. Wow. I did not know it was going to be that low. 60 degrees? Yeah, dude. This has no problem. Yeah, so we're going to be fine. This is why this thing will also cool at 9800X 3D. It's pulling 87 watts and being like, no problem. I wonder if this could actually do that other tower cooler. Yeah, especially since Armory Crate has gotten way more efficient with the newest update. And there we go. There's your 9600X sitting right there, 15364. No issues whatsoever with cooling. You are going to be absolutely fine. You could even turn on PPF performance. What is it called? Sorry, my mind is not working right now. And set it to 80, and you could set for the performance mode. Cannot think of the name of it. PBO. Thank you. My car, which is paint protection film, is going on my car, and so I've been thinking all about that stuff. And my mind, I knew it started with a P, but I could not think of it. Performance boost overdrive, and you could set that to 80, and if you wanted to get some more power here, and absolutely do that if you wanted to. So, okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's our cooling. Let's take a look at gaming temps. Let's open up Afterburner. Oh, I guess I should do. Hold on. Let's do Furmark so we can see what's. Now remember that one thing about Furmark. This will be good for just GPU extreme testings, but I would definitely, if you were going to do this, which I'm not doing here, but I would typically recommend setting up a GPU fan curve as well, which is something you can do with, actually do with ASUS. Okay. Especially if you're going to test like how it's going to run. Let me actually see here. So we're going to go to, does this one have it? No. Oh, I guess none of, oh, it doesn't, oh, it's because you'd have to put it on the other fan. So I'd have to set this on one of the other fans. If I did do that, then I would be able to set it for, and actually I forgot these fans are static, so it might be okay. But you can, if I plugged it in one of the chassis fans, which you could do, and right now it's plugged into this, but if you hit it here, you could actually set it to GPU temp. But, all right, so let's go 1440p. And then we'll run bench. Oh, I didn't want to run benchmark, but it's fine. Okay. Okay, let's not run that. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. So this is what I'm talking about. Going to Armory Crate. Let's do this. I'm just gonna make it so you can see what GPU temps would be like if it was under control. So we're gonna go to Fan Expert. Instead of turning on odd, we're gonna turn it off. We're gonna turn off Okay, now we'll run GPU. And then run it 1440p. So we're just making sure I'm feeding it air, which is one of the things that was important to me. Well, so it's getting warm. Looks like it's probably going to stay around 76, maybe 77. So yeah, I definitely want to make sure if like you're going to test Furmark, the one thing is just making sure that your GPU has a fan curve as well. But it looks like it's going to stay around 76, which is fine. So it's cooling off a little bit, 75. I mean, it's fine. Anything sub 80 is okay. So, okay, now let's take a look at gaming temps. Yeah, and see, it's even cooling off now as it's getting some air. So, yeah, this is totally okay. That's totally okay. Okay, let's go back to here. Go back to auto tuning. Oh, hold on, stop. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now let's open up MSI Afterburner. We'll run Cyberpunk first and just show that. Oh, there we go. Hey, Org is in chat. So Org is in chat. What's up, Org? It's been a while. Well, there you go. Org, I was looking at the wrong temp, is what Org was saying. But the hotspot temp was fine either way. Yeah, Raxus, that was on purpose because this GPU used to be an MSRP model. It's now $880. So we put an MSRP model in the build. And it uses the same installation. So either choosing the ASRock or the Gigabyte for there. Okay. Just gonna make sure we go in here. Okay, just make sure our recording going. Okay, so let's just see how our game temps are. Settings, graphics are currently, it's FSR 2.1. It's set to auto. We'll just do image sharpening. I think, let me see what else we got. We got FSR 3. We don't have FSR 4 though, unfortunately. So we'll do FSR 3. And we'll set it to auto, which will actually set it to balanced. Hit apply. And then we'll check it. Here is, let's give you a good idea of gaming temps. It's not going to look as clear. FSR 4 is definitely way better, but it still looks pretty good. But looking at gaming temps are CPU sitting at 67, GPU sitting at 53, 52, so no problem whatsoever in terms of temps there. So yeah, it's running perfectly fine. See you later, Hypo. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm hoping Cyberpunk releases a FSR 4 version because that would be that would be so nice. That was the one thing that was nice about Cyberpunk is it kind of worked well for everything. So there you go. GPU and CPU temps are going to be okay. Let's go. Now let's check a much more modern title here. This game doesn't have as many bells and whistles for the new AMD cards as some of the newer titles do, so I don't want to linger on this one too much. Okay, let's go ahead and run Clair. We'll do, hopefully, rumor is Cloud's working now, so we'll see. Hopefully we'll be able to show you some actual stuff in this game. Oh, I don't know why it's doing shaders preloading. I thought you did all this already. Launched all these yesterday. See you later, Landsworth. Yeah, we're at the very end of the stream anyway. We only got one more game after this. And then we gotta film scripts. Tarek, it depends on the games you're going to play. It's for certain games, absolutely not. If you can get something that's 12 and 16, that would be better. Wow, this is like crazy. I literally just launched this yesterday. So we could make sure that we didn't go through this again, and now we're going through it again. I don't know why it's... I did use a different CPU because we had to order a new 9600X. We used a 7600X, so maybe it's recompiling because of that. So, sorry about that, guys. It's the 9070 XT, sorry, Arian. Oh yeah, I have it right. 9070 XT, but I'm sorry, you're right. Where it says up here, I just put it wrong. I could fix that. It's supposed to say 9070 XT. What's up, Just No Gaming? My bad, Arian. It's honestly, it's all the naming conventions from everybody. It's not just AMD, it's Intel, it's all of them. They're all crazy anymore. So, my bad. Wargit, we actually have one in the other room. I actually have one. It weighs 700 pounds, but yes, we have one and we are testing it out. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I can... I don't think this is going to let me continue, guys. Oh, it says continue. Maybe it will. It's acting weird. Wait, no. What even game? What is this even? What even save is this?
We must keep moving. Better not
This is
close
the
this
old
one.
one.
There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything. I'm watching.
So why is this the only one that's like not loading? Is the one from my? Is the one from my freaking the one that I'm actually playing? That's the one that's not loading. So right now we're running. Okay, so let's look at our option system here. See what it said. Nope. Oh, does it not let you change? Oh, there it is. So we're borderless. Oh wow, it's running 3840 by 2160. What are you doing? That was weird. Okay, VSync's off. Show FPS off, we already have it. Motion blur is off. There we go, and everything's sent to Ultra now. That's good. Okay. Nope. Yes. So 114, 100 frames per second. Where'd the guy go?
Keep quiet and stay out of the way.
Where'd the other guy go? Oh, he just like walked through me or something like that. I'm gonna beat him!
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Protect yourself. The captain's down.
Punch him!
For the Emperor!
I defended myself.
For the blade! What's the matter? And the Emperor! Are you all right, sire? We're clear. If Captain Renault...
Let's go to character.
Sorry, sire. We have to.
Got a sword now, boys and girls.
How could they be waiting for us here?
Fists of
It's
Fury!
too late to go back now. Don't worry, sire.
So it's like 67 right now, but I mean, like, dude, look at this game, right?
Underestimate the blades.
I don't think this one has
point. Let's move.
their frame gen.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Has FSR balance. It's all FSR 3 though. So you could do FSR frame gen if you wanted to, which I would not recommend. Come on, rat. Ah, rat. I killed a rat. Come on, rat. Ah. Oh. Did some heal. I killed the rat. The rat died. Okay, so now we got some boots and stuff. I'm gonna look awesome. Throw some boots. Now look at that! I look so good. I look so good. Where's my... Oh, I need to get my... There we go. Shield, bow. Oops. Got a sapphire, guys. Okay, pick up the bow and practice with it. Okay. Whoa, shoot. Said to use the D-pad, but that didn't work. Oh, probably because you can only do steel short. There's the bow. Use some flare there. How do I load a bow? Do I have to like, I don't remember how to do the inventory for the bow. I have a bow now. It's not, did I pick up arrows? I did, right? That's why they tell you to practice, because you don't even know how to use it all. Oh, there we go. Now I got arrow. Well, I have 28 arrows. Like, how do I? Okay, well that uses that, but how do I? I want to use the bow. I got them equipped. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can only do... Oh, there we go. Figured it out. Okay. Okay. Figured out how to use it. Dude, this game is so good. Okay, here we go. Oh, pinned. Okay, so you don't have to use the left. You don't have to hold it down with 2 buttons. That's what I was doing wrong. I'm a marksman, yo. And I got my arrow back. Oh! No! Oh, pinned. Oh, pinned. I'm the worst at this, guys. Killed them both. I'm an expert marksman, even though I missed a lot. Oh, a zombie! There we go. Okay, so there you guys go. 100 frames per second. I mean, if you wanted to play this, you could absolutely play this and not have any problem whatsoever. So yeah, I don't think there's anything. System, whoop. Let's do save game. And then we'll have that for next time. Okay. Okay, let's check out Clair Obscura. And then this will be kind of it, and then we'll call it a day. Absence of logic, that was what I was going for. Not really. I need a badger. Yeah, dude, the remake of Oblivion is fantastic. It's 100+ gigs if you download it, but it's really good. Okay, so this is Clair Obscura. Expedition 33 just came out last week. We'll check our graphics and all that sort of stuff here in a sec. It looks like we're probably locked at doing XESX. Whoop. It does not have, okay, XESS works. VSync is on, okay, so we'll turn that off. Disabled, everything else is at Epic. There we go. Show a little combat here. There we go. Why is my thing? I had no problem with that. I'm surprised they don't have any. Okay, there we go. Oh, I learned some more Lumios. Okay, so this one we'll have to kill these two first. Oh, that was one shot. And there we go. Yeah, this is where I'm at. This is actually me playing my regular game right now. So I've been trying to play it. I'm just one of those guys who likes, ooh, okay, so we got a different one here. So solving this, kill this thing first. Oh, that was cool. Oh no. Oh, that almost killed. Okay, I can kill this. I'm pretty OP here. I'm just noticing. Oh, there's something down here. But I mean, like, all in all, we're running at 146 frames per second, so no issues here. I'm curious if I, hold on, let's just do this. Let's go to graphics. Let's do XeSS for anti-aliasing. Well, I don't know if that did anything. I think this is going to look better. Oh, no, it did. Okay. Okay, there we go. That looks better. And we're still getting 100 plus frames per second.
This will be useful.
This is just doing anti-aliasing on top. No, I don't actually know why it's called Clair Obscur, but I do know it's Expedition. The reason it's Expedition 33 is because you're on the 33rd expedition. You're actually on the 77th expedition, but year 33 of the Paintress's thing. So that's kind of why. I'm going to save, and then we'll call it the end of the stream. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Kelt. I'll get right on that. Okay, let's go ahead and save right here. Okay. So that is it, guys. Just in time for Kelt to get here, we're leaving. Because he asked me to rebuild it, and I said no. So there it is, guys. There's all the games. All the games there. That is our beautiful budget RX 9070 XT build. Again, if you guys want to get more information, head on over to robeytech.com/budget build. There we essentially have all of the performance numbers for a ton of different games. You can also see thermals, all the parts list, and you guys will get a link to this. So if you want to follow along and you weren't like Kelt from Falcon Northwest where you missed the entire stream, you can go back and watch it on replay. Anyway, guys, we are back on Thursday for another budget build. We're going to be doing a 5060 Ti build. So that's going to be happening Thursday. And then we're back on Friday for Intel Live. Anyway, guys, that is it for us. Well, there is, but it's not live. Yeah, that's true. There we go. Anyway, guys, that is it for us. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the next video and next live show. Bye, guys.